taking off right now. So today we're going to be talking about Solana because Solana is doing some big numbers right now, bigger numbers than a lot of other cryptos inside the market. We're not going to be talking about the whole ecosystem here at Solana. We're going to be particularly talking about Solana. All right. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's go over this now. So as you can see, we're at $170 right now for the price point of Solana. That's huge because just 7 days ago we were at $138 of Solana. So it's kind of big that we went up that high within 7 days, 22.9%. And yeah, we're doing pretty good, 7.4% up in the last 24 hours. And the 24-hour volume is at $4.2 billion. Lots of money flowing in Solana, 79 billion inside of market cap. So if you look over here, you can see, Bitcoin's going up right now at 66K Bitcoin. Bitcoin's doing some pretty good numbers. So everything's really starting to recover. But I've noticed a pattern here inside of the charts that I actually wanted to go ahead and show you. And if you look at all of this, you can see everything's doing fairly well. All right. But when you also look over here, you do see that we are at a premium price point here for Solana. And I'll take off one of these indicators here. And by the way, these are the Chart Prime automated trading indicators. Link in the description for that. But if you're going to go ahead and look at the premium price point that we're at right now, typically whenever we're at the premium price point is where we're pretty much ready to start pulling back. And I noticed this because, right above it, there's a resistance of $180. Then we got $190 resistance. Then we got $200 resistance. And then right around the $205, we just break past our Fibonacci that we already have set up here. So it looks like we're actually getting ready to go up a little bit further here with Solana, especially since we broke past that Fibonacci retracement down there at the $160 mark. So now that we got past that, we're starting to just go up like crazy right now. And actually, if you look at the past prices for Solana, last time we were at $160 was back in June, and we got pretty high. We went all the way up to 187, almost past 190, and eventually almost got past 200. So, if we can get past 200, that's going to be that line where, that's when we start really seeing big gains. But we're definitely going to have a pullback once we get up there because we're already at a premium price point. And this is just through the 4-hour chart. And not only that, when you look over here at the momentum wave bands with our chart prime indicators, you also see, actually, let's take off this other one as well. So now we can see the momentum wave band more clear. But yeah, if you look at the momentum wave band here, we're right at the resistance momentum wave band. Typically, once it starts to turn a pinkish color like that, you'll be able to see it better once we take that off. But once you see it turning into like a pinkish color like this, that means that it's about to break out. That's why we pretty much pulled back a little bit and kept breaking out from there. So we have the same possibility to continue to break out from here. So I think $200 Solana is not far fetched. So that's pretty much what I'm looking at here right now when it comes to Solana. And then if we also look at the the daily chart here, we can see that we're also coming out of this technical pattern here, this triangle wedge. So we're coming out of that pattern here. And on the daily chart, you can also see, let's go ahead and hide that one back there. You can also see for the daily, $210, $205 to $210 is that premium price point. And like I said, in the premium price points, we typically have our pullbacks. So when we look at it from a long-term perspective, we just broke out of this wedge pattern here. And that's pretty good because now we're going straight up to that Fibonacci retracement where we have our premium price points for our chart prime indicators. So it's looking pretty good here for Solana. $200 should be coming soon inside of Solana. So that's what we're looking for here in Solana. And then we look at the momentum wave bands here for the chart prime indicators. It also still shows that we're going to be going up here to the top area of the momentum wave bands, because typically when we hit the bottom momentum wave band, we always make our way back up to the top. Then when we hit the top one, goes up a little bit more, and then it goes down. So it's always moving inside of that little pattern right there with the momentum wave bands. It's always going to the top one, touching that, and then touching the bottom one. And then you can just see that they flow like water pretty much. So yeah, I really like chart prime indicators. Link in the description if you want to check those out. But moving on from that, I also wanted to show one of the other indicators that we have here that shows that we're doing pretty well. So this one will be the It's a free one, by the way. It's the Stoch RSI. I like using the Stoch RSI, but the stochastic, if you want to say RSI, pretty good, because whenever we cross here at the top with the RSI, we typically do have pullbacks, and it's usually always the same thing. But sometimes those pullbacks aren't as big as you would think, and they pretty much end up stopping halfway. Kind of like how we did back here. You can see on the RSI. Actually, I just now backed out of that. But when we brought up the RSI, you can actually see that on the RSI, when it pulls back right here, you can see how it stops halfway. So this area is where it pulled back. Let's just kind of zoom in there. It pulled back right there, but it stopped halfway here on that RSI, and then it kept going up. So we could see the same thing again, where we pull back on the RSI and we stop halfway, and that would probably be around that support around $150, and then you could see it continuing to rise back up. So that could be how we end up getting up to $200 or past $200. Or what you could see is just us not even pulling back and just going straight for 200. But typically we do see a little bit of a pullback before we head somewhere like $200. So that's something to keep in mind when it comes to that. But as for the whole ecosystem, the whole overall ecosystem for Solana, very good right now. The whole ecosystem is doing good. Solana coins are going crazy right now. Lots of money flowing inside of Solana, especially in the meme coins. Meme coins are going crazy inside of Solana. Nobody can stop them at this moment. Like at this moment, we're just seeing so much money flowing inside of Solana. So you're definitely going to want to watch out for what's going on inside the Solana ecosystem. So yeah, definitely pay attention to that, because if you blink once, you might just miss it, because it is going up. Like a lot of money's flowing in Solana. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got for Solana. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. If you want these automated trading indicators, you can go ahead and check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. Very cheap, very easy to use. You can try it risk-free for 7 days. You can use the discount code CP30 for 30% off. You can get the monthly one, the quarterly one, or the yearly one, and you get a better discount the longer you get it for. So very good indicators. I would highly recommend them. Like I said, though, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice, but there's a lot of good indicators that you can get for this, and you can 100% elevate your trading game. But anyways, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with another video.